Welcome to lecture number 17. In previous lecture we have started the Heaviside unit step function, or it is also called as unit step function. Okay, so in that we have started the we have seen that what is the definition of this unit step or Heaviside function. Okay, so in that also we have studied what is Laplace transform of u of t, that is 1 by s. Second, what is meant by displaced unit step function? Okay, that also we have studied. And what is the Laplace transform of this displaced Heaviside function? That also we have studied. That is Laplace transform of u of t minus a is equal to e raised to minus as into Laplace transform of u of t, or it is also known as e raised to minus as upon into 1 upon s, or e raised to minus as upon s. Okay. Also we have seen what is if there is a multiplication by f of t to the u of t, then how we can calculate the Laplace transform? In this way, Laplace transform of f of t into u of t is equal to Laplace transform of f of t. Okay. Next, we are going to study the last point of this Heaviside unit step function, that is second shifting theorem. Now, what is this second shifting theorem? Look at this. So, Laplace transform of f of t minus a into u of t minus a, that is equal to e raised to minus as into f of s. Okay. So this we have to remember. This is the second shifting theorem. This is very important point. So overall we have seen 4 formulas here, so that we have to remember for solving the numericals, which are that: first, Laplace transform of u of t is equal to 1 upon s. Second, Laplace transform of u of t minus a is equal to e raised to minus as upon s. Okay. Third one, Laplace transform of f of t into u of t is nothing but Laplace transform of only f of t. And fourth formula, Laplace transform of f of t minus a into u of t minus a is equal to e raised to minus as, okay, into Laplace transform of this f of t, or it is also known as f of s. Okay. One more thing you can remember here: Laplace transform of f of t into u of t minus a, this can be written as, remember, e raised to minus as into Laplace transform of f of t minus t plus a, t plus a. Okay, this is also the shortcut formula to remember. Okay, what is the difference between this formula number 4 and formula number 5? In formula number 4, wherever there is t, so there is a t minus a. Okay, here is also t minus a, here is also t minus a. That's why we can write e raised to minus as into f of s directly. But if there is no t minus a in f of t, then how to do this? So what we have to do, e raised to minus as, we can take it outside, and Laplace transform of f of t plus a. Okay, so we have to remember this point. Now we will see this in examples. Okay, while we solve the examples, in that we will clear this particular doubt. Okay, so let us see examples on this. So let us consider example number 1. So let us consider one example number 1. Okay, find Laplace transform of t minus 2 into u of t minus 2. Okay, now this is very simple example. Now let us see how to solve this. Given Laplace transform of t minus 2 into u of t minus 2. Okay, so this is the f of t and this is u of t minus a. Okay, so by using second shifting theorem, so this can be written as Laplace transform of t minus 2 into u of t minus 2, that is equal to e raised to minus 2s into Laplace transform of this minus 2, okay, that is come in this particular e raised to minus 2s, and what we get inside, Laplace transform of t into u of t. So that is equal to What is e raised to minus 2s, as it is Laplace transform of t into u of t is just Laplace transform of t. So that is equal to e raised to minus 2s into what is Laplace transform of t? 1 factorial upon s raised to 2. So finally answer is e raised to minus 2s upon a square. Okay. So this is value of f of s. Isn't it? Now let us see another example. Example number 2. Find Laplace transform of e raised to minus t, okay, into sine of t into u of t minus pi. Now how to simplify this example? Look at this. Okay. So Laplace transform of e raised to minus t into sine t into u of t minus pi. Okay. So by using second shifting theorem, okay, but if you observe here there is t minus pi, but here in place of this t and in place of this t there is no t minus pi. So we have to adjust this first. How to adjust this? Or we can directly use this formula, Laplace transform of f of t into u of t minus a. What is this formula? E raised to minus as into Laplace transform of f of t plus a. This formula also we can use. So if you use this directly, what we get? What we get here? So that is equal to, by using this formula we can write this as Laplace transform of e raised to minus t into sine t into u of t minus pi. Okay. So this can be written as is equal to, that is equal to e raised to minus pi s, okay, into what? Laplace transform of e raised to minus, okay, t plus pi into sine of what? T plus pi. Okay, isn't it? So this is very simple. Now this can be written as again e raised to minus pi s into Laplace transform of e raised to minus t into e raised to minus pi. What is sine of t? Pi plus theta? That is minus sine theta, and that is equal to minus e raised to minus pi s. So now this can be written as e raised to minus pi s into, okay, Laplace transform of, what is this? This is sine t. This is sine t, okay, minus sine t. So now here this can be written as e raised to minus pi, we can take outside. What we get inside? E raised to minus t into sine of t. Now we know that we have to find the Laplace transform of this by using first shifting property. So how we can do this? Look at this. So that is equal to minus e raised to minus pi in bracket s plus 1, okay, minus e raised to minus pi in bracket s plus 1 we can write, into Laplace transform of sin t is 1 upon s square plus 1, and in that by using first shifting property we can write this s plus 1 square plus 1, and if you simplify this further, what we get? Minus, okay, minus pi in bracket s plus 1 divided by s square plus 2s plus 1, that will be 2. So this is your answer. Okay, this is one method, and another method is we can directly here, okay, in this case we can directly convert this t into t minus pi and t into t minus pi, and you can solve. Okay, this is one method, but I think this will be the easy method. You please refer this method. Let us consider example number 3. Find Laplace transform of e raised to minus t minus 2 into u of t minus 2. Okay, so how to simplify this? Look at this. So here is also t minus 2 and here is also t minus 2. So what we have to do here? We can directly use by using second shifting theorem, Laplace transform of e raised to minus t minus 2 into u of t minus 2 can be written as e raised to minus 2s into Laplace transform of e raised to minus t. Okay, now that is equal to e raised to minus 2s into what is Laplace transform of e raised to minus t? 1 upon s plus 1. So finally e raised to minus 2s upon s plus 1 is the answer. Okay, so this is value of f of s, right? So these are the very simple questions that will be from an examination. Now let us take another example. Find Laplace transform of t square into u of t minus 2. Now how to simplify this question? So let us try to solve this example. So here again by using second shifting theorem. Okay, what is that? Laplace transform of f of t into u of t minus a is equal to e raised to minus s into Laplace transform of f of t plus a. Okay, simple. So now use this formula. What we get here? Laplace transform of t square into u of t minus 2 bracket close, and that is equal to e raised to minus 2s into Laplace transform of t plus 2 whole square. Okay, t plus 2 whole square. Why? Because here we have to replace this t by t plus 2, and here there is whole square. Okay, so now if you simplify this further, what we get? E raised to minus 2s into Laplace transform of t square plus 4t plus 4. Now if you take the Laplace transform of this, what we get? So e raised to minus 2s into Laplace transform of t square is 2 factorial upon s raised to 3, 4 into 1 factorial upon s raised to 2 plus 4 into 1 by s. Okay, and if you simplify this further, what we get? So that will be equal to, e raised to minus 2s in bracket 2 factorial is nothing but 2 divided by s raised to 3 plus 4 upon s square plus 4 upon s. Okay, or that is equal to e raised to minus 2s divided by LCM is s cube. So here 2 plus 4s plus 4s square. Okay, so this will be the final answer. Okay, so I hope you understand these things. Now let us take some examples for homework. Find Laplace transform of sin t into u of t minus 2 pi. Second, find Laplace transform of cos 2t into u of t minus 2 pi. Third, find Laplace transform of e raised to minus 2t, okay, into u of t minus 3. Okay, so try to solve these examples. Okay. Now let us see another example, another type of example by using this Heaviside unit step function. So find next example. Example number is 4. Okay, so this example is 5, this is 6, this is 7. Now let us consider this example number 8. Find Laplace transform of f of t if f of t is equal to t for 0 is less than t less than 1 is equal to 0 for t is greater than 1. For t is greater than 1. Okay, so now how to simplify this type of examples? Okay, find Laplace transform f of t by converting it into Heaviside function. By converted it into Heaviside function. So how to simplify this? Look at this. So this is for 0 and 1, and this is for 1 to infinity. Okay, right? So now how to simplify this type of questions? Now to convert into Heaviside function, that is h of t. So h of t is equal to, this can be written as t into u of t minus 0, okay, u of t minus 0 minus u of t minus 1, u of t minus 0 minus u of t minus 1, plus 0 into u of t minus 1, but this will be 0. Okay, so this can be written as t into u of t minus t into u of t minus 1. Okay, so now this is h of t, that is Heaviside function. Now taking Laplace transform on both sides, what we get? If you take Laplace transform on both sides here, what we get here? So that is equal to Laplace transform of h of t or u of t, that is equal to Laplace transform of t into u of t minus Laplace transform of t into u of t minus 1. So that is equal to, what is Laplace transform of t into u of t? That is only Laplace transform of t. Here by using second shifting theorem, e raised to minus s into Laplace transform of, here what we have to do, t plus 1, okay, bracket close. So here what is Laplace transform of t? 1 upon s square minus here e raised to minus s into Laplace transform of t is 1 by s square plus Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s, isn't it? So if you just simplify this further, what we get? So that is your final answer, and that is equal to 1 upon s square minus e raised to minus s upon s square minus plus minus 1 upon s, or this can be written as s square into 1 minus e raised to minus s minus s. This is your f of s. Okay, so this is the Laplace transform of this by the function by converting into Heaviside function, and after that solving that Laplace transform. Okay, now let us see another example number 9. Find Laplace transform of f of t by converting it into Heaviside function Okay, so given f of t is equal to sin t for 0 is less than t less than pi is equal to 0 for t is greater than pi, right? So how to simplify this? Look at this. So h of t is equal to sin t, okay, this sin t into bracket u of t minus 0 minus u of t minus pi plus 0 into u of t minus pi, okay, u of t minus pi. Now that is equal to sin t into u of t minus sin t into u of t minus pi. Okay, so this is h of t, this is Heaviside function. Now taking Laplace transform on both sides, what we get? Laplace transform of h of t into Laplace transform of sin t into u of t minus Laplace transform of sin t into u of t minus pi. So how you can write this? So that is nothing but, this can be written as, just we have to take here Laplace transform of sin t, okay, here e raised to minus pi s into Laplace transform of sin bracket t plus pi. Okay, so that is equal to Laplace transform of sin t is 1 upon a square plus 1 minus e raised to minus pi s into, here what is sin pi plus theta? That is minus sin theta. So here this can be written as Laplace transform of minus sin t, isn't it? That is equal to 1 upon a square plus 1 minus minus plus e raised to minus pi s into what is Laplace transform of sin t? 1 upon a square plus 1. And finally this can be written as, this denominator is common here, so by taking this denominator common, 1 plus e raised to minus pi s upon a square plus 1. This is the answer. Okay, so in this way we can solve the examples on Heaviside unit step function. Okay, so I hope you have understand this. In last lecture we will see the Dirac delta function, which is the last special function of the special function. Thank you.